to say one of the biggest challenges would have to be just adjusting to regular people and their misconceptions. Like, I'm at the point now, I'm getting tired of being only known as the guy who did 41 years, 8 months, and 7 days in prison because of a wrongful conviction. Because, people have a tendency, when they hear that, they look at you and they look at you like you're a unicorn or something, like you got something strange object growing out the middle of your head or something, because they want to know, wow, how did you do that? And I think a lot of people underestimate the power of the human spirit, because immediately one of the things they say, I couldn't have did it. I couldn't have did that. I don't know how you did it. Well, we're going to find out that put in situations, adverse situations, it's just something inside you just rises, It did in me. And it powers you to go on and move on and want things better, And I think that's what it's all about, Life is wanting conditions to be better. The first several months after my release, they were great. I mean, I found satisfaction in just doing simple things, sitting out in the backyard by myself, sitting on the porch, late at night. People would tell me, say, you can't sit on the porch like that in Detroit late at night. Why not? And so it was great, I immediately enrolled in school, and I took some tech courses. After I completed the courses, I found employment, and things have just been going kind of smooth since, Of course, it's had your ups and downs like everybody else, It was a completely different world, I juxtapose 1975 to 2017, well, obviously, I'm from Detroit. The city looked different, way different, and many of the people acted different, and so that was an adjustment, and just recognizing that, I really believe that all people are the same deep down inside. I think we all want the same thing. We want to be treated fairly. We want to be able to enjoy our families. Unmolested, unharassed. And I don't think it's too many differences between people, regardless of race or whatever, as far as aspirations are concerned. So when I talk to people, I see past a lot of other stuff, and I think a lot of that came from being incarcerated for so long, because you had to deal with so many different people, and you had to try to understand where they're coming from, in order to just basically get along, So yeah, it was a difference. It was a difference. Things are moving a lot faster now. Technology is amazing. Everything, all information is at the touch of a finger now. So yeah, it was big changes, and I'm still experiencing changes every day. But I welcome them. I think I experienced more bitterness while I was in prison than after my release. I owe so much to so many people. I don't have time to be bitter, to the Cruelly Innocent Project, a lot. They keep telling me, you don't know it's nothing, but I don't feel that way. I feel I do, because I know what they did, and I know what it took to get to this point, and I couldn't have did it by myself. So, no, I'm not bitter, you know. But while I was in prison, yeah, I had a lot of bitterness, you know. And especially when you experience things like the death of your parents, where you can't even go to the funeral, and you know, your immediate family, yeah, you can develop some bitterness there, you know. And knowing that you in prison for something that you didn't do, you know, knowing that it wasn't right. So, and not seeing no end in sight, because, you know, we're talking about over 4 decades. Even when I say that now, it's unbelievable, you know, 4 decades. You know, so yeah, you can develop some bitterness, you know, but if you don't keep your head level and try to keep your heart clean, that bitterness will eat you up. And if that bitterness would have ate me up while I was in prison, I probably wouldn't have never got out, because I probably wouldn't have been able to see what I was supposed to see. Well, I'm definitely interested in the plight of the wrongfully convicted. Especially when you have firsthand experience and you know people who are still in there that's fighting to prove their innocence, or fighting to prove that they were wrongfully convicted, you know, that's been in there for decades, that many people have forgotten about, you know, and I think about them a lot. And I think about guys in there that I used to see up at the law library every day, you know. I know what they're going through. I know what kind of fight they got on their hands, and my heart goes out to them. And if there's anything that I could do to make their condition better, you know, I'll be willing to do that. As far as career-wise, you know, I just try to take each day and look at each day as an opportunity to get back into society, you know. I learn every day. I learn something, you know. When I was first released, and when I first was hired, I had very limited computer skills, you know, and thanks to a fellow by the name of Carlos Harris, he taught me what I needed to know at the Detroit School for Digital Technology, and it's just been an adventure ever since. You know, every day is something new. It's not repetitive. It's not boring. You know, and I get self-satisfaction because I'm in a position where I can help people, and so that's good. You know, I like that. I like the idea of that. You know, I find my fun in just being at home. Just being at home, being around people that I enjoy, simple stuff, you know, enjoying the weather in the backyard, in my lawn chair, with the dog running around the yard, you know, or maybe just if you just want to get extravagant, throw something on the grill, a little something, you know. I find enjoyment that way. You know, I've never been a bar hopper. I've never been a nightclub guy. And so just being at home, being peaceful, you know, and being around people that I enjoy, that's what I like.